foremost talk about one Kairi Sane officially. I know the rumors were rampant for a while, but officially leaving WWE this week in in a heartwarming way. She seemed to be very loved by everybody, which is really nice. So, on behalf of Kevin and myself, Kevin will add to this as well. Thank you, Kairi Sane, for everything. It was 3 years. It flew by so quickly, but it was 3 years of just pure joy. And I feel like, I know some people will say other things, but I feel like she had a nice little run in WWE, and I'm glad that she kind of ticked that box to just say, I worked for WWE for 3 years. I was an NXT champion. I was a tag team champion. I got to work alongside, I'm assuming one of her best friends in Asuka. So it's just nice to see, and they put up a nice little farewell video on their YouTube channel, and she just seemed very respected and very loved. So it's just, I don't know, it's nice to see people end their careers just in a way that's like, okay, we've had a nice little time here. It seems to be fairly open. If she was ever to decide one day that maybe she wants to wrestle again for WWE, but I'm just happy for her, and I'm, of course, selfishly sad to see her go. But Kevin, anything you want to add?
Yeah, just that it is good to see someone leaving on good terms. And we've seen a lot of, sort of, I don't want to say bitter, but, not a lot of people have left the company recently, and it hasn't been under the best of circumstances. And a lot of people are, airing grievances. A lot of people seem to leave WWE, go elsewhere, and then not have great reviews of their time in the company. And whether or not that's warranted is not for me to say, because I don't work for WWE. But it is good to see they really did pull out all the stops for Kairi as she's heading out the door here. It seems like she's just a great person, and it's been reflected in her character this whole time. The Pirate Princess, when she came in onto the scene in the first Mae Young Classic, I was like, wow, I was just drawn to this woman. She was so unique. She brought really the Joshi spirit to WWE, which we really hadn't seen, in a long time, with the exception of Asuka. But even, she was just a little different, a little more like cartoonish than Asuka was. Asuka was like this badass machine, and you had Kairi was more of like the comic book character, so to speak. And I really, really dug that. I honestly didn't know if I would at first. Yeah, she really grew on me. So talented in the ring, so easy to connect with the fans, and clearly with her fellow wrestlers, as they've had nothing but well wishes on the way out. And I think if she ever decides she wants to come back, the door is definitely open.
Yeah, it seems to be that way anyway, which is a good thing. But Kairi is just someone. She said that they had, like I said before, they had a little like a farewell video on their YouTube channel, and she basically said, "Bon voyage, ahoy to the next chapter," and she's gonna go back to Japan. I know she recently just got married, so hopefully that life treats her nicely as a married woman, and hopefully a family or whatever she wants to do next. But whether she wrestles again, she doesn't wrestle again, I guess is up to one Kairi Sane. But it was just that 3 years goes fast. It's hard to think that 3 years ago was the first Mae Young Classic and all of that kind of stuff. But I would say a successful time within those 3 years.
Oh, for sure. Definitely. Obviously, I think we're so quick to measure a person's success by, if they had the big solo run, the big championship run at the top of the card. But not everyone could get there. I think Kairi, she was an NXT champion, tag champion. She's been in main events. She's been on WrestleMania. She's been a featured player on Raw and obviously on NXT. I think she had a great career, and only in 3 years too.
Yeah, very successful.
Some people were in NXT for 3 years. Kairi did a little bit of everything in such a short span of time.
Yeah, she did NXT. She was on SmackDown. She did Raw. She was able to have a successful face and heel run. She main evented a pay-per-view, did first ever women's tag team TLC. I know that was a bit of a mess because of what happened with Kairi, but it was still a thing that, on paper, she was in it. She was in it. And she was on the winning team. So I would say a fairly successful time. Royal Rumble, she's done pretty much, in 3 years that you would expect to do. And I'm, again, selfishly, I'm like, oh, why does she have to leave? But all the best to her, and I'm glad that she said in that video, I'm the happiest woman on earth, and I'm very, very, very happy with my time here and where I go next. So that's really nice. Also, something to note, both Asuka and Kairi Sane's English has improved a great deal in their short times that they've been here. I know Asuka's been a little bit here a little bit longer, but if you look at videos of Kairi and Asuka and even Io when they first started, it shows that they're, to me, learning another language as an adult is not easy. That is a very hard thing to do. But it shows that they're passionate enough to learn another language, to live in another country so far away from their home, to perform and everything like that. That just, it's another part of wrestling that isn't inside the ring that actually helps your wrestling persona, and to put that much passion into doing that along with being away from home and away from your family, along with wrestling and everything else like that. That to me just shows how passionate that person is about wrestling in the WWE or wherever it may be stateside. So I'm just happy for Kairi and everything like that.